Welcome back to e-learning for Adobe Dreamweaver CS6. In the last tutorial, we have learned how to add a background image to a header. In this lesson, we're gonna learn how to insert new components to our web page. In the first thing we need to do is to insert the cursor into the header. Select the header tag selector and press the left arrow key. And press the left arrow key. This procedure should insert the cursor before the opening header tag. If you had pressed the right arrow key, the cursor would move outside the closing header tag instead. Remember this technique. You'll use it frequently in Dreamweaver when you want to insert the cursor in a specific location before or after a code element without resorting to code view. Choose Insert and Layout Objects. Choose the AppDiv. AppDivs were used extensively in the past to create highly structured pixel layout web designs. This technique has declined dramatically in recent years as the need to support cell phones and other mobile devices has increased. For certain applications, AppDivs are still handy. An AppDiv will appear at the top left of the header. Note that the ID assigned to the new div in the tag selector. A corresponding rule has been added to the CSS styles panel. So, this is the corresponding ID, the number 7 plus appdiv1. In previous version of HTML, an appdiv would have been assigned its size and position using inline HTML attributes. In a concession to new CSS-based web standards, these specifications are now applied by CSS via a unique ID created by Dreamweaver at the moment you insert the element. Click the AppDiv tag selector. The property inspector displays the specifications for div number sign AppDiv. Note the element's width and height. So this is the width and the height. By default, all elements have a C index of 0. On the other hand, the AppDiv has a C index of 1, which means it will appear above all the other elements on the page. All the values displayed in the property inspector are usually stored in the AppDiv rule that was generated automatically by Dreamweaver. Insert the cursor into the div AppDiv. Choose Insert and Image. Select the butterfly over that PNG from the images folder. The dimension of the image is 170 pixels by 158 pixels. Click OK to apply. The image tag accessibility attributes dialog box appear. So I'll just type green start logo. Green. And then I'll click OK. The butterfly appears in the AppDiv. You'll notice that the AppDiv is slightly wider than the butterfly image. Although the extra space shouldn't cause any trouble, it's a good idea to match the dimensions of the container to the image. Double-click the AppDiv in the CSS styles panel. So, double-click it, and the CSS rule definitions for AppDiv1 dialog box appear. In the box category, I'll change the width to 170 pixels and 158 in the height. The div dimensions now match the height and width of the image. Select the same for all checkboxes for margins. I'll put 10 pixels in the top and 30 in the left margin field. Click OK. When the rule definition dialog box vanishes, the butterfly appears floating over the header 10 pixels from the top and 30 pixels to the left of its original position. An AppDiv acts like a pre-agent. It ignores the other page components and can even be positioned above or below other div tag elements and content. So the div AppDiv is all complete. Now let's add another new component that will hold the horizontal navigation shown in the design specs. The vertical navigation menu will hold links to the organization's products and services. The horizontal navigation will be used to link back to the organization's homepage, mission statement, and contact information. In HTML4, you probably would have inserted the links into another div elements and use a class or ID attributes to differentiate it from the other div elements in the file. Instead, HTML5 provides a new element geared specifically towards such components. Now, insert the cursor back into the header. So, this is the header. And then, click the tag cell na yan. So, click the header tag selector and I'll press the right arrow key. The cursor should now appear after the ending header tag. Press Ctrl T to activate the tag editor. The tag editor appears, allowing you to add HTML components or edit existing tag without having to switch to code view. Type nub and then press enter twice. An empty nub element has been inserted into the code and the cursor has been inserted within this element, ready for you to enter any content. In the property inspector, select paragraph from the format pop-up menu. So, HTML and paragraph menu. Type home. Just type home. Oops. About us. And contact us. In the new P element as placeholders for navigation links. Select the P tag selector. Select the P tag selector at the bottom of the document window. And in the CSS styles panel, click the new CSS rule button. If necessary, select compound from the selector type menu. The selector name window should display that container nav P. Click the less specific button to remove the notation that container from the selector name. The selector name window should display nav P. Click OK to create a rule. In the type category, type 90. Just type 90 in the font size field and from pixel choose %. In the color field, I'm going to choose the FFC in the color field and then bold from the font weight field. So in the background category, just type 090, and in the black category, select the right text align to the right. In the box category, select the same for all checkbox for padding. I'm gonna change 5 pixels in the top, 20 pixels and then 20 pixels in the right padding field, and 5 pixels in the bottom padding field. In the border category, deselect the same for all checkboxes for style, width, and color. So, deselect it. In the bottom, enter the following values only in the corresponding bottom border. And the style, choose solid, and then just type 2 pixels, and then 60 number sign, and then 060. Click OK, and then click Save. The new nav element appears below the header, fully formatted and filled with your placeholder text aligned to the right. So that's it. In the next video, we're gonna learn how to change the element alignment of the navigation.